What is up, FIFA faithful? Bearhamms here with the 10th and final episode of Season 2. We have a couple of games on the docket. We will be finishing the regular season, and we won't be playing any playoff games whatsoever. So the two games we will have are against St. Mirren and Hibernian, and we just hope to end on a high note. A couple new signings to our academy. One is Riley Johnstone, 61 overall cam. So you can see decent skill moves and weak foot. I like the attacking rate, so as well as the defensive rate. You'll see here decent acceleration and agility and decent free kick accuracy. All right, well, we really haven't had a free kick opportunity yet in this save. Let's just hope we get one soon. And then our second signing from the academy is Barry Simpson, a guy who can play right mid, right wing, and cam. And his stats are not as good, but might be one of those players in the next couple of years that kind of seep his way during cup matches. So those are the two new players to our academy. Once again, we do play St. Mirren for the third time in 2 episodes as they travel to Tannadice Park to play Dundee United. This episode will be a final audition for a lot of these players if they want to make the squad. Again, in the last episode, I alluded to speeding up the process of this save. So there's already a good pass, good save by Howie. Oh, a good deflection by Sonora, who has been a solid second center back next to Yildirim. And I was going to say, but I just didn't have the time to, this is a different matchup. Remember, the last 2 games against St. Mirren's, we had our backups in for that cup match. So we're hoping maybe, just maybe, we can make the most of this with our starters. Good pass. We'll find Duff out wide. Duff does see a run by Tom Law. We'll float that into Tom Law. Tom Law with the header. Oh, and it's off the crossbar. Maybe a chance for a rebound. And will be put in by Soria. Great start just at the half-hour mark. Thought for a second that Tom Law would get another headed goal, but does hit the crossbar. Then thankfully finds Barry Perez. He's able to head it in himself. Excuse me, not Barry Perez. The other Spaniard, Soria. So there's a cross. Easy play by Duff. This could open up the defense of St. Mirren, but that will do it for the opening half. We do get a goal after it hits off the crossbar. Christian Soria able to pick up the scraps. And a first 45. Decent 45 in the books. No changes to the second half. I mean, honestly, why would we? Because we are doing a solid job so far. Though things can change. As Cato will win the ball and we'll just thwack it off the St. Mirren player. Chance for a cross. Pepe does get in the way, but it is going to fall to McGuinness. McGuinness wants to find that acre of space to shoot. There's a good centering ball, but thankfully it does take a deflection and fall into the hands of Howie. Finds Soria. Soria puts it on his peg and just wide. Oh, McGuinness. Oh, he's through. He does take the shot. Good save, though, by Howie with some options. It's going to go out wide to Dermoose. Probably pronounced that wrong, but don't really care here as he's really walking in there. Oh, it's going to be open net. Howie overcommitted. Took a favorable deflection straight to McGuinness. There's still time. We're into stoppage time right now. Trying to find some sort of opening. Oh, Tom Law takes it. Oh, and it's a good save. We do have a chance for a corner. We haven't really scored one all year, but maybe a chance now as Soria whips one in, looking for Pepe, but it will fall out. Soria, still with it, gets across the box, looking for Pepe once again. But it will go out of the box, and that will do it for the first game. A good early goal by Soria, but we just could not hold on to the lead in the dying embers of this game. It's Casey Gillespie in his kit, still pissed that we just could not get the 3 points. Second and final game on camera. We take on Hibernian away from home. Again, no changes to the lineup because I feel like this is our best starting 11 with Law and Barry Perez up top, and then our wingers of Ballinger and Duff. Yeah, those guys will be keeping their jobs for sure. They have been upgrades to say the least. Good interception by Kettle, but it's just going to fall straight to Newell. There's a interesting pass. Does take a decent deflection and straight to Howie it goes. We'll find Law. We'll find Soria. Soria, this might open things up for Barry Perez if he tries to get past Stevenson. Does get a foot to it, but good play by the soon retiring Stevenson. Oh, that's a good pass, and that's going to be a good goal. Right at the quarter-hour mark. Yikes. Oh, that's a good block. Way to go, Sonora. Oh, there's a chance here. Barry Perez takes it, but a good save by the keeper. So that will do it for the opening half. Again, an early goal given up by Dundee. Should have done better. But we've had chances, though. Deepest apologies. I forgot to press record at the start of the second half, which resulted in, when I pressed it the second time at the end of the game, the clip started rolling. So you didn't see the last 45. Good thing. There wasn't much to see except 2 more goals, one by Nisbet, the other by Vukatic. And after 90 minutes, Hibernian with 3, Dundee United with nothing. Holy moly, we might have found our savior. Rasmus Lepp from Estonia, 59 to 79 overall, potential of 73 to 94. Oh, 1.6 million. I don't think that's too good, but still just a good signing nonetheless. We'll also take a look at some of these guys. John Black, no. Gordon Brown, no. Murdoch, no. Come on, give us something here. I mean, Logan Manson, maybe? We'll have to wait on him. I would like to sign Reese Love. It looks decent, but we have too many goalkeepers as it is. So we'll go to the Youth Academy here. And he is a 65 overall. Wow. That's what you like to see. Oh my God, that dribbling, 77. Ooh la la. Great agility, great balance. Already loving Rasmus Lepp. Too bad we can't actually bring him on yet because he is only 15 years of age. But look at the ball control, the curve, the dribbling. Yeah, Soria might have some competition next year. After simulating the second stage, we find ourselves in 9th place after 5 games, only winning 1, drawing 1, and losing 3. Honestly, you know, again, I didn't play the second stage for a reason. I didn't see any significant change to the club. As what we'll do now is we'll take a look at the season awards. Starting off, player of the tournament was Ayeti from Celtic, and for good reason. Man put in a whole crap ton of goals. Goalkeeper of the tournament was Vasilios Barkas of Celtic. Yeah, Celtic just ran away with everything. 29 goals. Damn, Ayeti was on fire. Team of the tournament. Will we see any Dundee United players in there? No, not a single one, and that's understandable. Before we go, we will take a look at stats. Starting off, Ilhan Yildirim, 4 clean sheets and 40 appearances. Christian Soria, 6 goals, 6 assists. A little bit of a downturn from last year, but again, we're still rebuilding. As we'll take a look at Joe Ballinger, 8 assists, 4 goals in his first season, not too shabby. Sonora, one of the better players, 63 overall, gone up by 3. Bakir Keto went up by 4 to a 62. Von Pepe went up by 2 to a 61. Barry Perez had a second half resurgence, got to 60 overall with a +3. Gordy Duff, 5 goals, 2 assists, 66 overall. He was having some issues early on in the season, but he really secured that spot on the right side. Tom Law, 14 goals, 6 assists. He did have a decent output of goals, considering he isn't really the top guy when it comes to that. Moving on to Nishibe, 5 assists. He was solid at that center mid. Dean Fox. That's the problem with Dean Fox, is like if he grew faster, he probably would take Pepe's spot, but he just didn't do that. Edemir Anyez, we're going to get rid of him. Hermanson did start out strong, but then just, yeah, simmered away. Wisniewski, kind of the same thing. And you look at all the other goalkeepers that we played. We played 3 goalkeepers this season. Bergman was technically the best since he had 2 clean sheets, though Arthur Howe did have an assist to his name, so good for him. Then a bunch of players who scored off the bench. Millen with 2 goals and assist. Montgomery with a goal. Armstrong with a goal. And Kyle, oh yeah, Kyle did have that assist in that cup game. And then McCauley had that goal. And that's about it for the season. So we'll take a look at some of our loan players. Players that we probably won't see next seaon. Greg Gordon only went up by 1 to a 51. Gordon Cruikshank went up by 2 to a 51. Robert Konstantinov to a 52 plus 3. And that does it for the squad report. For next season and the upcoming rebuild, these are the positions that I want to switch up. Striker for sure. I love Tom Law, but that love can only go so far. Only scoring 14 goals while, not drawing the amount of assists he had last season. He is a better second striker, and we just haven't found that first striker. Barry Perez did decent at the second half, but just not enough. And Hermanson only had a good start to the first half of the season. And other players I'm looking at to replace Nishibe. He did great. I want to keep him on the side as a backup in some form, but 57 center mid, just not going to cut it. Also looking at a replacement for Keto. Keto, like 62 overall. Like, he's a good defender. If we played a CDM role, like, he'd be great at it, but we don't. So what's probably going to happen is we're probably going to just put him as a replacement, then find someone else. Bellinger and Duff, yeah, they got their spots. And then I feel like Sonora and Yildirim have their spots as well. Pepe is a guy I'm looking to replace. He would be a good backup, but we just need some more strength in that center back three. And then for goalkeepers, that's a tough one because we do have Howie. He was decent, and he is going to become great with his potential to be special. So we'll just have to wait on that. And then we also, of course, have Bergman and Wisniewski as our third choice. So that's going to essentially do it for the season. We're going to be looking at strikers, center mids, and defensemen heading into next season. So yes, this will be the end of the episode and the end of the season. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as you did playing it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. This has been Bearhamms, and as always, toodaloo.